The medical bay of the Celestial Harmony hummed with soft bioluminescent light as Anna walked through the doorway. She'd been aboard the Zenthari trade vessel for 3 cycles now, and this was her first mandatory health screening. Leo, her human colleague and the ship's newly appointed cultural liaison, waited outside the transparent partition, arms crossed with that characteristic Earth-born tension the aliens couldn't quite read. Dr. Kivrex, the ship's medical officer, gestured with 4 of his 8 delicate appendages toward the scanning pod. "Please, Ambassador Anna, step inside. Routine procedure for all new crew members." Anna smiled and complied, her movements fluid and controlled. She'd learned to move carefully around the Zenthari. They startled easily. The moment the scanner activated, every alarm in the medical bay shrieked to life. Kivrex's eye stalks retracted in panic. "Impossible! The scanner must be malfunctioning!" His manipulator limbs flew across the holographic controls, desperately trying to silence the cacophony. Leo burst through the partition. "What's wrong? The biosigns, they cannot be accurate." Kivrex's voice climbed an octave. "The scanner indicates a Class 9 predator life form, multiple redundant organs, extreme skeletal density, atmospheric toxin resistance." He looked at Anna, still standing calmly in the pod, and his skin shifted to a pale yellow. Zenthari fear response. "This human female registers as more dangerous than a Krillax war beast." Anna stepped out of the pod, raising her hands in a placating gesture. "Dr. Kivrex, the scanner isn't broken. Those readings are normal. For humans." "Normal?" The doctor's voice was barely a whisper. "Your home world. I read it was a Class 7 garden world. Temperate, peaceful." Leo laughed, a sound that made Kivrex flinch. "Who told you that? Earth is classified as a Class 12 death world by every xenobiological database in the Galactic Council. That's impossible. No sapient species has ever evolved on a Class 12. Kivrex pulled up Anna's file, his limbs trembling. "It says here you're from Terra, 3rd planet in the Sol system. Earth. Terra. Same place," Anna said gently. "Look, I can explain." The medical bay doors hissed open. Captain Velterra strode in, her crystalline exoskeleton clicking against the floor. The Crystallics were known throughout the galaxy as one of the most logically advanced species. Emotion was beneath them. But even she stopped short when she saw the scanner readings. "What is the meaning of this disturbance?" Her voice resonated like wind chimes. Kivrex gestured frantically at the display. "Captain, the human female, her biology she's built for survival on Earth," Leo finished. He pulled up a holographic display of their homeworld. "See that blue planet? Looks peaceful, right? Let me give you some context." He zoomed in on an ocean. 70% of our planet is covered in water containing dissolved sodium chloride, salt. It would dehydrate most species in hours. We swim in it for fun. Anna picked up the explanation. "Our atmosphere is 21% oxygen. For most species, that's toxic. Prolonged exposure causes cellular damage." "Our gravity is 1.2 times galactic standard," Leo continued. "We evolved to move under constant pressure that would exhaust most races in minutes." Kivrex's eyes widened as he frantically cross-referenced the data. But you're so small. So soft-looking." Anna smiled. And for the first time, the Zenthari doctor noticed her teeth. Flat ones for grinding, yes, but also those pointed ones. Canines, predator teeth. "Our world tried to kill us in every way possible," she said softly. "Predators with fangs and claws. Microorganisms that invaded our bodies. Weather systems that could obliterate settlements. Tectonic activity that reshaped continents. We developed redundant systems, backup organs, extreme healing factors, pattern recognition that borders on precognition." Leo pulled up more data. "See this? Human pain tolerance is off the charts. We had to be able to function while injured because stopping meant death. Our immune systems treat most galactic bacteria like target practice. Captain Veltara processed this information, her logical mind racing. The Galactic Council's database listed your world as suitable for colonization. Class 7 was the designation. That's because humans filed the initial report, Anna explained. We used our own standards. To us, Earth is relatively comfortable. We didn't realize we were the anomaly. Kivrex pulled up a comparison chart. His skin flushed deep purple, Zenthari shock. By the eternal lights, humans can survive temperature ranges that would kill most species. You can go weeks without food, days without water. Your endurance is why the Council hired us as mediators and explorers, Leo said. We can go places others can't. Meet species others would find too dangerous. Anna watched realization dawn across both aliens' faces. When your scanners went off, Dr. Kivrex, they were just doing their job, identifying a predator from a Deathworld. The scanners knew what I was before you did. The captain's crystalline form seemed to calcify further. The trade negotiations with the Haraxian collective next cycle, they're a warrior culture from a Class 9 world. We thought bringing human ambassadors was a cultural gesture. It was also practical, Anna said. The Raxians respect strength. When they see what we evolved from, what we survived, it gives us credibility. Leo grinned. Besides, we're good at making friends. Humans domesticated wolves, apex predators, into pets. We looked at the most dangerous animals on our planet and said, "Come live in our homes." Kivrex made a sound somewhere between a laugh and a whimper. Your species is insane. Nah, Anna said, her smile warm and genuine. We're just human. We survived Earth, so everything else feels manageable. The scanner continued to display her biosigns, elevated bone density, redundant organs, extreme resilience markers. To the aliens, it read like a warning label on a weapon. To Anna, it was just another Tuesday. Captain Veltara finally spoke, her chime-like voice thoughtful. Perhaps the Council was wiser than I realized, hiring humans. In a galaxy full of dangers, who better to face them than a species that calls a Deathworld home? Anna exchanged a glance with Leo. They'd heard variations of this speech before, would hear it again. Being human in a galaxy of softer species meant constantly explaining that yes, they were friendly, and yes, they were also capable of surviving things that would kill most others. Just wait until you see what she can do with coffee, Leo added with a wink. Humans consume stimulants that would hospitalize most species, voluntarily, daily. Kivrex's eye stalks drooped in defeat. I need to completely revise the medical protocols for human crew members. Probably a good idea, Anna agreed. Oh, and doctor, that pain medication you prescribed last cycle? I'll need about triple the dose. Human metabolism is enthusiastic. As the medical staff began the long process of updating their understanding of human biology, Anna and Leo headed back to their quarters. Behind them, scanners continued to register what they'd always known. Humans were different, dangerous maybe, but also invaluable. The galaxy was full of wonders and terrors. Fortunately for everyone else, humans had already survived the worst of both on their own world. They were from Earth, and Earth didn't raise the weak.